Hello, hello, hello. We are going at it again. Still trying to work out the issues with my roster page. Okay, now let me update this. Okay, so I'm fixing my tags and stuff. Just a minute. Sorry. This is something I do. You probably know if you've ever watched my stream from the beginning. You probably know about my inability, it seems, to have all this stuff. So, you know, it's because I use Restream, and you can only do so much with Restream, right? When it's running. I mean, I think you can do some stuff in advance, but I don't know what. So I kind of just work out what I can. Okay, so the issues I'm working on. So here is my. Let's close that a bit. All right, so I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my roster page and my login page. I've got a lot of things that aren't quite functional, and I'm still trying to figure those out. Little tweaks that I got to get past. AI's been less than helpful, so I'm kind of just working through it myself. It's just got to step through and figure out what's happening. So one of the things that's going on is, for some bizarre reason, once the data loads up into my page here, where's it? Okay, so I got to go roster manager. We have rosters, not that one. Game planning, managers. Here we go. Announcement, service health, user session, no. UI, it's in here. Ah, here we go. Roster. All right, so we got the roster manager UI. All right, so I probably should do some more customizing on my bot, but okay. Yeah, so we got an issue here where I'm zooming in, and I'm trying to figure out why it's zooming in during initialization. I should not be zooming my first card in. It's somehow doing it during initialization. So I do have this. I call it. I have a dot tween set up for zooming. But I am set position filter. I don't know why it's loading. So there's something triggering, like a click or some other thing, that's forcing it to zoom in. And I'm trying to figure that out. So I gotta find load roster data. So let's see, we have data is loading. This is just blah, it's way too much crap there. I'll get rid of it soon. Fetch team players, mark data is loaded. Filter and display players. See, there's nothing here that would zoom. Refresh layout. So I think I may have to do something where I'm like halving it. So that's clear the container. I'll play. What is going on? Somebody's cooking something? Okay. Burning something? I don't know. It's just like smells like fried food all of a sudden. My daughter or somebody must be making food upstairs. Whew. All right. So we got filter players by position, which is fine. Get position for group. Get position for group. Filter players, find all, roster, display player cards. So this is where we're at, I think. Something's going wonky with the display player cards. I don't know what. So we're just going in here, and we're just calling create player card. Essentially a child. See, there's no zoom happening here. Show you what's happening. I'll give you a tour. But I don't see the zooming happening here. How did we get in? Oh, no, this is the animation. The animation's fine. Not going to see it because I skipped over it. But so we got the create player card here. I don't suppose I can see what's going on now. Yeah, it won't let me. All right, so we instantiate the cards. I mean, the cards are all loading correctly, but something's triggering. Set compact size for roster grid. Adjust font size based on card. You know what? Let's comment out a couple things here. I'm gonna run this. I'm gonna skip this. I want to see what this set. Where's the set next statement? Set next statement. Yeah. And other than that, there's the debug line. Okay. Ugh. Came back? Oh, we're gonna do that for each card? Oh shoot. Yeah, I gotta come up with a better way to do this. Because that's not gonna work. All right, so we're gonna have to. I can't step through here. There's too many cards. I got 30 cards. See, I got this card in the middle, and it's incorrectly zooming, and it's driving me bonkers. Some dogs zip fold. All right, so the trick is trying to figure out where this is getting called. So notice when I click on other things, it's zooming out. You know what? It's like these are zooming correctly, but this guy isn't even supposed to be there. He's not even, it's not even the card. These guys are all working beautifully right now. But that thing is there. What the heck? That's not even a valid... What the heck? The zoom card panel is working perfectly. But this is not a thing. Dang it. Where is it doing that? All right, let's go ahead and run this quick. I'm gonna close this, and then I gotta go over here. Get group position. It's something about creating the card. It's got to be. That's not even the zoom card panel. The zoom card panel is the thing that's working, going in and out. But somehow it's zooming something or creating a big version of a card. It's not supposed to be doing that. So let's go find the roster UI again. We're gonna get rid of this thing. And set compact size for roster. I feel like this has something to do with it. Adjust. That's the font size. That's not going to happen. That's not it. What is compact size? What is it? The first card? All right. Let's comment out the. Let's comment this out. I don't know what this is going to do yet. This might be, everybody will be big. I just want to see if it does everything the same. So, it's probably not going to let me do anything here, but, oh, it's doing something. See, it's loading this in a weird... There's a tool that lets you do a hot recompile, but I have a feeling that this is not hot hot compiled, or what do they call it? Hot. Got to get rid of that. I don't know how. I don't know what's making it big, or where it's being made big. And it's not even the right one. All right, so I think it recompiled and it broke. So I've got like 4 items I need to check off before I can move on. One is my login, one is my log out, and one is my roster loading. It's not loading even correct. I mean, there's data missing, but I'm not worried about that. I can fix the data issues in time here. And that. My gateway check is... It's got an issue also. See, for one, it's doing it twice. I don't know why it's doing it twice. But it works here. But what's going on is it's calling the gateway. It's supposed to be checking to see if it's there. The gateway is there. But it's... It's not coming back the first time, but it comes back the second and third time. See, there it is. That didn't do anything. Okay, so commenting that out didn't do anything. Dang it. All right, so I don't know why that one's... In fact, I didn't even break it. Shouldn't that have broke it? I commented out this card compact size thing. All my cards are still set correctly. They're already the right size. That's beautiful. Just don't know why that one's there. That is a weird, that one's got a weird zoom. There's something weird zooming going on there. That's like the wrong zoom going on. It's not the beauteous zoom that it's supposed to be. What is it calling? Clear container. Validate references. The word zoom isn't even in the roster UI panel. Does it have a... Is there an object? Karama! How's it going, man? Alright, so here's the roster panel. Home user roster. Does that use anything that is the zoom panel? Nope. Why is it just, what is this? Stop it. And the problem is there's no way to, like, all right, let's see if, I'm going to try AI again. I don't know. AI hasn't been very helpful on this. I'm trying to pin down where it is creating that large object. Why is it doing that? And I have a dot tween thing going on. It's supposed to be, that's the good one. It works fine with most of the, I don't even know what I need this for. That didn't even do anything. I don't know why that, I turned that off and it's like, yeah, I don't need that. Instantiate game card. I don't think there's a zoom in my, I'm pretty sure there's not a zoom in my prefab, is there? Game card, here we go. See, that's the full screen object. And these are the ones that use the zoom panel that I created. So these are the ones that work correctly. Yeah, I don't even have the game card zoom panel or zooming, any kind of zoom effect here going. So unless it's somehow attached underneath. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. This is all I have, and this is the image, the title, the text. So yeah, none of this stuff is zooming, so that's not it. Phew. So why is this in the middle here? And it's half kind of sort of works. But these ones work perfectly. Look how nicely those zoom. Unless that one is trying to use. I don't even know. Maybe that's not. Where is this coming from? Player card. Base card zoom dimensions. Or base card dimensions panel. So is that just creating a bigger zoom panel? Don't destroy, unload, app initializer, debug of dot tween. So dot tween is handling this. The game card zoom panel is not actually loading. Is that the other thing that's trying to load here? Why is that there? All right, let's do a screenshot. I gotta get the images to load, but I don't want to worry about that until I get this. Note the big center card. Why is this there when the roster page loads? Nothing should be zoomed in when the page loads. This even happens on first load when nothing been touched on the page. I don't know. It's got to be, I did an ask so it can kind of like read and see what's going on. So there's something. Let's see what it says. All right, based on the code, I can see the issue. The problem is that when the roster panel loads, cards are being created and the game card start method is being called, which sets up the button click listener. However, something is triggering a zoom immediately on one of the cards during initialization. Looking at the flow, create player card instantiates cards and calls card.configure player. When the card start method runs, it adds the click listener. Something is causing a card to zoom. Well, it still hasn't given me the answer. The issue is likely caused by Unity's event system triggering a click event during card instantiation. This can happen when cards are positioned by the grid layout group. The button component is interacting with Unity's event system during setup. A raycast is hitting a newly created card. Temporarily disable buttons during card creation. This prevents any spurious click events during instantiation. Alright, I'll try it. Let's see what that does. Alright, so it's replacing, it's just getting rid of the click events for now, which is fine. I just want to see if that works. So create player card. Essentially just did this. Oh, what did it do? Add a bunch more comments? Why is it so much longer? Full player, player transform, game card. Looks like a lot more code. What did it do? Game card. Get the game card component. Configure. Oh, it added this whole section right here. So really all it did was add this in. Card configure player. So yeah, I just added, essentially all it did was insert this. Import and temporarily disable the cards button. Alright, we'll try this. Goes right in the middle here. We'll see if that does anything. And then we have to do this. I don't know how this works. Yield return null. Enable card button after frame. Oh, it's because I didn't put that in. Right. That's after adjust base card size. Right. Honestly, I think it's calling the wrong thing, but we'll see what happens. All right, now that's probably not going to work since I have to stop the code. All what code? My code or all your code that you're working on for school? I know you're working on your own school project, but your own school work. It's not that hard to read. I mean, this is the create player. This is the functions being called. And then it's trying to load all these cards. This is why I'm saying I think it's hard for AI to ever get it right. I mean, you see enough YouTube videos that say, just ask the right questions, set up the right design, and AI will get it. I don't think so. I don't think AI will get it. Not if it's sufficiently complicated enough. They always give you examples of like, oh, it created a browser or a to-do list manager. It's like, those aren't apps. Those are applets. I call them applets. These are little things that can be created in a day or 2 or 3. It might take, it might save you a bunch of time for purposes of like, say, it might take you a week to develop the entire app. But yeah, you're trying to give that description of it to AI and say, do this for me and get it done in a weekend or a day or an hour. So yeah, AI can do that because that's a week-long project. That's not a, you're not going to give AI a 4-year project and expect it to get it. It says me. I'm cold. Alexa, turn on Firestorm. Don't know what this is going to do, but let's see. It's trying to load up all my gateway stuff. Probably going to load up perfectly on the first try. Yep, there it goes. All right, so now we're back here. And we got to load up my roster. And we're going to see what happens if just turning off that click did anything. No. It didn't do anything. Turning off click didn't happen. Didn't help. Why is it doing that? That is so weird. I don't know where it's doing that at and why it's doing that. All right, so I think what we need to do is figure out. I don't even know how it's doing that. I couldn't find the zoom or the change of size or anything that would explain what the heck is happening there. All right, well, that didn't work. Nope. That did nothing. Any other ideas? All right. Where's my roster pan? Roster UI manager. Let's go ahead and put in agent mode. I'll see what it does. This. What's nice about this is it'll show me what it changes anyway. Likely should remove that code that did input. At some point, it's putting that in, and it has to be happening. It has to be happening here, right? I mean, something here is triggering. When cards are instantiated positions, something is likely triggering the zoom, but the real problem is that one of the cards is being created in a zoomed state from the start. Why does it keep assuming it was already there? It keeps going, oh, let me see if you just left it in a previous state. And I've told it multiple times, that is not what's happening. This is directly after boot up. There is no stale state. This is immediately after a clean application start. First time into the roster manager. Roster manager. Let me see what you did. What nonsense did you do? I don't see anything. Oh, did it not actually make a change yet? Oh, it's just looking. Hasn't done anything yet. Right, maybe it did. Why don't I see the changes though? Not going to show them to me until you're done? Mm-hmm. I think they broke their feature here. It's supposed to let me see what changed, but I'm not seeing what changed. You know what? Why are we adding an on-click listener in the roster manager? Because the card has on-click. Is that happening in the roster manager? Wait a minute. Or is that happening in the... Why isn't it showing me the changes? It's kind of irritating me. Usually it shows me the changes. Oh, there it goes. All right, so we got. This is probably. What are we looking at? Step changes in game. Game card game. Oh man, it better not be breaking game card. See, I don't want any of this game card garbage. No, that's not gonna work. You can't change game card. Nope. Nope. Can't change game card. Game card works. Can't change game card. See, AI. Alright. I can't, it's not letting me do one thing at a time. Why can't I do it one at a time? I'm gonna have to go try other Copilot because this one's not working. Alright, so apparently it's not gonna let me undo. It's not gonna let me undo any of these changes. This is the one I'm worried about. Alright, let's go see. Is there a... Why can't I keep these and adjust them? I'm just gonna have to undo all of them. Alright, you failed. I just want to see what it does. On enable roster manager UI. There should not be a on. Alright, let's just undo all of this. Yeah. You're dumb. AI, you failed. You're fired. This did nothing to help me at all. Woo. Alright, let's go look at roster manager. Let's go look at the start. Is it doing a there's unzoom card, but that's on disable. Initialize. Are we adding an on click anywhere? Or are we initializing a click state thing? Because we shouldn't be. Because the cards have that already. Set position filter. Set button state. Button state? Oh, those are the different. Those are those. Okay, so we're at those. Okay, those are the filter button states. Load data, load roster data, roster data, load roster data, La 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 la. Set active. Fetch data. Fetch filter data. Get. Filter and display players, which is what we're doing here. Position group. Clear container. Get positions for group. Filter. It's got to be this create card player. I mean, that's all it is. It's whatever's happening in create card player is doing it. And refresh layout. Whatever force layout update. Ah, my eyes are burning. Hold on a sec. Cool, refreshing. Now everything's blurry. But at least my eyes don't burn. Maraschino cherry. Chocolate covered cherries. It's a tradition. I get 2 boxes. My daughter lately is buying me dark chocolate covered cherries for Christmas. But I've been getting them for years because they know I like them. And it takes me 2 to 3 months to go through the 2 boxes. Because I don't eat them constantly. Generally one a day. And it might be like one every 2 or 3 days on the average. But hit the spot. When I'm sitting at my desk, I got all kinds of little snacky thingies here. Anyway, let's see. I'm gonna have to break it completely, I think. What that means is to like disable some stuff just to see that nothing weird is happening. See, game card object. Instantiate game card prefab. So we're creating this. And then we have card object dot get component game card. Temporarily, I'm gonna get rid of this. This doesn't do anything. That was nothing. Boo that plan. In fact, let's see. Can I? Let's get rid of this too. And this stupid thing still did a coroutine. I hate that. Why are you doing coroutines? How many times have I said no coroutines? Listen. I may have to call in big hitter Claude. I mean, that was Claude too, but it doesn't. Copilot's been letting me down lately. Get the game card component.
Oh, let's get into it. Sounds like, yeah, let's dive in. You mentioned the game card component.
Yeah. You don't know what I'm talking about. Shh, quiet. She can't do anything. I mean, she can see your screen, but she only sees your screen. So doesn't know. That version of Copilot is not very helpful. And not for this. I use it a lot, but not for this. And it hears you like 1 out of every 20 times you say its name. It's weird. What does this do? Get it? Card. Card equals null. Not found. Well, let's comment that out. So with that, card object.name. Is it something about this? Let's not set the name. Let's just see what happens if I just throw cards on there. In fact, we won't even configure the players. Just see what happens when it just throws cards on the screen. Let's see if those work. Because I don't think it's supposed to be doing what it's doing. And it's weird because it's got like a different version of zooming going on. Like I have 2 different versions of zoom. I have a dot tween zoom and some other weird zoom that's totally broken or it doesn't work very well. Because I did, before I got dot tween, I actually created some kind of zooming and it was working. It was doing its trick. I would click on it, it would zoom. It was fine. But it wasn't as nice, as smooth as the dot tween one. And I've been trying to implement that. And I can see that it is actually truly implemented. And let's go see. I'm going to take this and put it back down here. I always put this down here so it's a little bit more friendly. Once that refreshes, I don't know why it hasn't, but whatever. Let's go to run this. I'm hoping what's going to happen is I'll just get a bunch of generically no data loaded cards. And that will tell me that the problem is definitely something in how it's getting set. But if it's happening in the grabbing the cards, like I'll have a generically loaded zoomed card. Why is that not refreshing? That is not the right one. That is not the right one. Let's get that to go away. That is not the simulator I'm speaking for. Show me the right simulator. There we go. Just needed to make it redraw itself, I guess. And are we stuck? We're stuck. Okay. All right, so we're here, and then we're here. Maybe. All right, so it goes in here, and we animate, and it's there. Okay, so we definitely are getting a weird zoom in the middle of the game card, because right now they're not loaded in any way. This is just the game card being instantiated. So the problem is definitely happening in the game card for some reason. Something we're doing, or I'm doing, we're doing. So the problem is not. It's in the instantiate. Let's go to definition. Instantiate, return instantiate. Where are we? Object decompiled. Oh, this is not even a. That's just a. So, it must just be when it's opening. It's opening zoomed somehow. Because I am doing nothing but loading at that point. Is what else is going on here? So we open, create cards, load it. We do this refresh layout. Force layout updated. I'm going to get rid of that too, I think. Just for now. But it is going on in the instantiate, I think, of the... What's weird is it doesn't happen for other things. So why is it happening here? You know what? Let's see if AI broke something. I'm going to go look at... let's go here. We're going to go... is it the game card manager? Let's see. I gotta go look in my source control. No. Game card. Check if another card is already zoomed. So this is new. That's not actually... this isn't going to do me any good. Let's get rid of that. And then, what else we got? Is that it? Is that the only thing it tried to change in here? Yep. Alright, what about game card zoom.tween? It's an is zoomed, which does me no good. Is it using that just for some kind of debugging? If different card is zoomed, ignore the click. Animate back to original position. I feel like all that stuff already worked, but I'm not going to mess with that right now. The question is, where are we zooming in? Or is instantiate not a thing? So we have... if this card is already zoomed, unzoom it instead. If different card is zoomed, unzoom it first. See, we shouldn't have to do this, but... because there's a block on that. Game card zoom, unzooming card. Get canvas center position, calculate max scale. Animate to center. That's not the problem. Why are we zooming to begin with? Calculate max scale, create overlay. Overlay created and positioned. On destroy, on canvas center position. I am not seeing, other than awake, I don't see a start. So what is awake doing? Instance, root canvas. All right, let's see if we're getting anywhere. Let's see if any of these are triggering. Oops, it's not gonna work. All right, let's go to game card zoom.tween, I guess. Let's go over here. Nope, here. Game card zoom dot. Alright, and I'm going to go here and we'll just put a break and see if anything fires this. Or even more so, fires this. And then we'll go find out if something is going wonky. Now, did I change anything? Unless all right, we'll let it rebuild and try again. So yeah, I was trying. In fact, can't show it to you. Behind this is a scene I was trying to work on. I'm trying to make a 3D image here. Dang, I don't know what I'm doing, man. I'm so lost in the world of making that another 3D image. And then when I asked, I was asking Bezzy how to do it, and Bezzy couldn't quite get it. So you know what it told me? He says, "Oh, let's try this instead." He kept trying to make me do it a different way. It's like, but I don't want to use it that way. I want to use the gate. I want to use the terrain. It's like, no, just use a plane. You don't need that. I'm like, but, what do you mean I don't need that? How dare you tell me what I need? Well, that's fine. I have to let it do that because this is just starting the app. I'm not even sure where am I? That's service health. All right. Load. Then we'll go here, which is where am I at now? Navigation service. That's fine. That's not a card. All right. So now we're back here. Then we can go here. Navigation button manager. That's fine. Yes, I don't know what the heck that's doing, but sure. Oh, it's actually hitting this line. I was checking to see why. So sometimes it hits that line, sometimes it doesn't. No! It didn't even hit my breakpoints. Where is it getting this card in the middle? What are you doing? Stop it! Oh, now it wants to zoom. I clicked on here, and now it wants to zoom. So, see, then it loads this thing, which is actually the correct zoom. This thing, not correct. This is not a thing. See, it wants to load up this one correctly. And then it goes away. But we have this guy who doesn't want to go away. But it's almost like it's not zoomed. Like, that's not the zoom card. It's a big card. It's sitting in the middle of the screen. All right, let's see if I'm gonna try and recruit Master Claude. We'll see if Master Claude. I don't have a lot of context left in Master Claude though, so I got to be careful. Tomorrow it resets, but I kind of overzealously went after some of these new new implementations of mine, and now Master Claude is telling me I don't have much left. All right, here's, I think this is Master Claude. Okay, so this is, so this is Master Claude. It's not Master, it's Claude CLI, but this one just seems to be better. So I use it the most. And I don't know that it's gonna be better. I gotta see how much I have for usage though. I'm at 97% of my weekly limit, so that's 3%. It is not. I got up to 14. There's not another version. I just looked today and I upgraded from 11 to 14. What do you mean there's a version? Is that why I'm getting so big? I didn't know I was working on Opus. I thought I was on Sonnet. Huh. Yikes, all right. So it says I'm at 97, which is not great. Which means I got 3% left. I mean, like, I've used 98%. It may not even let me do anything. 98's really low. I don't know what you can do in 2%. That might not be enough. But I don't know how else I'm going to do this. You know, this is not zoomed, though. It's not zoomed. It's just big. I think it's just the full-size card. For some reason, it's loading a card in full size. And it just stays there. And I am not sure why. It's like some of them are resetting, but that card is large. Huh. Let's go look at, let's try Bezzy. Let's see if Bezzy can figure this out. I don't think Bezzy can figure it out. I've tried to step through. I don't know why one card is showing up large. All right, let's see. Note in this image, one card is loading as large. I thought this was a result of something triggering the zoom, but after further tracing, it actually looks like looks like for some reason a card, probably the first card, is loading full size. And I still feel like it's a zoom of some kind, but I don't know where, why, what's going on. And I don't know if there's any. What is the what do I have a zoom in the game card panel? So let's go game card here. Let's leave here. So there is some zooming going on. On card button clicked. It's using the dot tween zoom, which is the one I want. So if that is the case, if something's clicking it, then I should get here when the app loads. What else we got? Is there another zoom? Store player data for later use, e.g. zoom panel. Configure player, set active, set active. If anything here zooms the panel. Set zoom size. You know, this might be bogus. Where is that coming from? Zoom card. Unzoomed. Different card is zoomed. Yeah, I don't know if that other one's supposed to be doing anything. Unzoom. Huh. You know what? I'm gonna try something. Where am I? Oh, game card. So, I don't think this is a thing. I don't know where this is being called. Where else is that being called? Nowhere. I'm getting rid of this. See, there's some other weird stuff going on here. That one is canceled out. But what is this? Alright, let's cancel that out too. Fine zoom. I don't think we're calling this, but we're going to find out. It's going to break my playbook, it looks like. But first things first, let's just see what happens. It's probably error list, right? I just want to know if this has anything to do with why things aren't working. And if it doesn't, then we're good. I'll know that's nothing to do with it. But this is the only other zooming thing. It's doing some stuff that it should not be doing. So we're gonna find out what's going on here. Just pinning down all the places where we could be tripping stuff up. See, this is the full-size card. It takes up the whole area, and that's kind of what we're seeing. So the problem is that this card is loading up at full size. I don't think that's a zoom issue. I really think it's somehow a load issue, but I can't prove it. And I don't see why one card would be big. I mean, I'm just sticking So if it is zooming, this should capture why or where or what. I gotta make some progress. I need to start moving on, man. I mean, this is a new feature, but still, I would, you know, new features are great and all, but you want to get them done and move to the next thing. God, tomorrow's Thursday already. Today I woke up, and as the day got going, I thought it was Wednesday and Thursday. Yeah, I thought it was both days. My brain, I knew I have a thing I do on Thursday mornings, but for some reason, all morning I was like, all right, I gotta be done, I gotta be ready so I can go do this thing. I go pick up, what do you call it, donations for a local food bank. So I go pick them up every Thursday. And I'm like, I gotta go do this thing. I gotta go do this thing. Gotta do this. It's at 9, you know, between 9 and 10. I gotta go pick it up. So I'm planning my day. I feel like I'm rushed. I gotta get things done before I have to go pick this stuff up. But then I'm like, oh man! And then I have my dentist appointment this afternoon, which, by the way, is Wednesday. And I'm thinking, oh, it's this afternoon because it's Wednesday. I gotta go to my dentist appointment, and then I gotta think about squeezing in some DoorDash, and I gotta get all these things done during the day. And so I go upstairs, I get my workout done, I go upstairs, take a shower. All the time I'm working out, I'm trying to squeeze in a few, you know, trying to get some stuff done here on the app. So that's taking making my workout take extra long. And all right, so where are we? We're in navigation. Well, it's not. We haven't even opened yet. All right, so we're about to open. We've now opened the app. Yay. Okay, but nothing loaded. So we didn't even trigger anything. Oh wait. We did trigger something. It just took really long to load. All right, it took really long to load. Why did it take so long to load? I'm not even worried about that. Why did it take long? I don't care. But it didn't trigger any of my Zoom stuff, though. None of those Zoom things fired. Oh, because I turned off. No, that didn't even... That didn't even... hit any of those Zoom lines. It didn't. It just loaded like usual. That thing is loading up. Something is loading that thing up. I don't know why. I don't know why. Why is it not loading? It's not hitting my breakpoints. It's not doing nothing I want it to do. It's not going anywhere. Why are you not hitting the breakpoints? Why do you hate me so? Game card. Even after disabling those zooms, which, by the way, does it have any effect on anything? Nope. That's loading up just fine. That one loads fine. Kind of big, maybe, but it's not loading up correctly. This thing is coming in large. Why? It's almost like it's just the first card is being big. I don't feel like that's a zoom. I feel like that's just a card that's big. Alright, let's see if Bezzy can help me. Alright, I'm going to give it to Bezzy. Alright. No, the card is loading large. I thought this was a result of something lingering and something triggering the zoom but after further tracing, it actually looks like, for some reason, a card, probably the first card, is being loaded full size and not getting resized to the viewport correctly. I put brakes in all the areas I think zoom would be triggered to capture the entrance to a zoom nothing is triggering that time of load. In fact, when I click on any card around the big card in the middle, it zooms in correctly, and it correctly zooms out when I click outside of the zoomed card. But even then, the large card in the middle is still there and never goes away. Oh my gosh. Oh, I have to stop this. Whoops. I did not say where this was happening. Note, in this image, how one card is loading as large when after a new when I first enter the roster panel, PF, after a clean reset of the application. This is not a stale zoom situation. Something else. Alright, let's try that. I really am getting frustrated with this, but I'll figure it out. Okay, well, I'm gonna take a break. Well, no, I'm not. I'm gonna keep working at this. But I'm trying to shorten my streams. They're kind of long. So